Hello, it's your girl Kymbia G, back with another Perfect Marriage Revenge review. I can't believe we're already on episodes 5 and 6. What is going on? But yes, please take a moment to like the video. That way I know that this video made it down your YouTube stream. Thanks so much. But yes, let's get into it. Yeah, we start off episode 5 with Sister Evil in the hospital. She's such a pick-me, y'all. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna start calling her Pick-me-sha. Cause see, what had happened was she tried to push up on CEO Zaddy at a hotel bar and he wasn't having it. So she was all devastated and tried to take a trip to the afterlife, but her attempt failed. And she claimed that it's because she's feeling rejected, but CEO Zaddy clocked her tea, right? She's not in love with him or any man for that matter. She's in love with a man picking her over another woman, mainly her sister. You gotta watch out for the pick-me's in real life, y'all. They are out here, okay? This girl has got the pick-me so badly that later on, when her dad tries to set her up with a new man, she sabotages the meetup. But I bet you if Yeju was into him, oh, she would have been all up and under that man. A mess. But I mean, her mama is all riled up because she's like, oh, no, my daughter can't be going to the afterlife. What is going on? And so she decides to link up with Jungkook, Sodaguk's brother, right? And they start to get to plotting and the scheming. Back at CEO Zaddy's house, sidebar, he's at his house a lot. I thought he was supposed to be at his parents' place. But anyway, this psych lady doctor blows through his house like a gust of wind to do like a wellness check on him, I guess. But I don't know. She was too comfortable blowing through that house. I feel like she's been there before, and I don't know what that relationship was, and they don't revisit it. So I don't know. I felt like the scene didn't need to be there, but maybe it'll all make sense later. But the one benefit of this visit from the doctor is that it helps Yeju realize that the trauma that CEO Zaddy is going through is deeper than she thought, and that maybe he never actually meant to harm his brother. And so she's softening and letting her guard down in that respect. Yeju goes to meet up with CEO Zaddy's grandma. And she's trying to feel Yeju out because so far her granddaddy and her daddy are shady. You got the grandpa trying to give her a bunch of cash as a bribe, and now you got the daddy, the one over there in the back, trying to get a link up with a financial inspector council member. And the grandma is kind of like, Yeju, how do you feel about this? Should I do your daddy this one good favor? And Yeju, she sees how this could potentially work to her benefit. And she's like, Grandma Teja, yeah, hook him up. But make sure this investigator investigates thoroughly, okay? Like, he needs to look into every nook and cranny of the family business, if you know what I mean. Now let's get into one of my favorite, but also not so favorite scenes, the bridal dress fitting scene. So it's time for her to try on a dress for her second wedding. And there's a mix-up with the appointment slots and the bridal fitting agency. I think that they were just being messy, but they claim that they mistakenly told fiance Turdface to come to the salon for the wedding dress fitting, and it's the same day as our Cinderella and CEO Zaddy's appointment for her to try on her wedding dress, right? And so of course Turdface spots them while Yeju is trying on her wedding dress, and his face is like on the floor. I'm living for this moment. I love a moment of pettiness, but we didn't get the moment of petty. Our Cinderella, she didn't say nothing. Beyonce Turdface pretty much crashed their wedding dress fitting and kind of cursed her out. And she didn't really have much of a reaction. I don't know, that didn't quite hit the way it should have or could have, it wasn't given what it was supposed to have gave, you know what I mean? But anyway, we're moving right along. She and Brother Evil over here finally have their face to face. And I don't know, I felt like the scene was a little too long. I don't think that much happened, but the important part is that CEO Zaddy walks in on them, and his brother manages to get a rise out of him, and so he ends up physically attacking his brother. And I mean, I understand. I rock with him. I get it. But to the bystanders in, the cafe area where they were meeting, it looks like he's attacking an injured person, which is just not a good look. Yeah, so not a good look. And I feel like the two of them as a team took an L with this one because he told her not to meet with his brother, and she just completely disregarded that. And I don't know if I like the way our Cinderella is moving, because why is she meeting with all of his family members behind his back? I don't know how to feel about that. But before we close out episode 5, we get a big reveal, y'all. Y'all remember how I was like, Mama Evil's being a little too evil towards Yeju for this to be just a standard adoption situation? Yeah, we find out that Yeju is not adopted, that she is actually her father's biological child. Dun dun dun. Yeah. So now Yeju is more determined than ever to get this heifer back. And she's like, we're going to go through this wedding, okay, because I need to take all of them down. And I'm like, go girl, go, go, go. So yeah, let's get into episode 6. It is their wedding day, y'all, and it is anything but joyous. Mama Evil comes to visit our Cinderella as she's getting ready, and she's all snarky, and Yeju goes to wreck her with a vase, but CEO Zaddy stops her right before she's able to make contact, and he's looking at her like, focus, ho, we gotta go get married, we gotta do this thing, remember what we're doing this for. And I mean, their wedding is looking like a whole vibe, but the two of them look so miserable. I hope this isn't an omen. Like, I hope we get a good ending, y'all, because I don't know. They just look, they winning, but they don't look like they're winning. They're not in the mood for celebration at all. But anyway, his family is there at the wedding, but her side of the family is looking a little bare bones. Her dad is not there. I suspect it's because the mom has been making him sick, and so he wasn't able to make it. And Sister Pikmisha over here strolls up to the wedding late, wearing a white wedding dress. She thought she ate with that look, but she was looking like a whole eye roll, y'all. Okay, she looked like the whole snooze emoji. Just snore. But our Shiro, Yeju, she is wasting no time. Operation Get Married into the Teja family complete, and now it's time for her next chess move. She pulls up to her family's house and she's like, Daddy, yeah, you couldn't make it to the wedding. It's okay, we forgive you. Make me the new head of our family's art gallery. Okay, boss things, I see you. Of course, Yura is not happy about this. Her panties are all in a bunch, but Yura is not going down without a fight, okay? Pikmisha actually strolls up to the Teja family dinner with an announcement of her own. She's like, me and CEO Zaddy's brother are dating now. And of course, it's crickets because nobody's happy for her. But 1 point for her or whatever. That's like a nice little play. And, again, he's desperate because his dating pool is very shallow. So, yeah, of course he would want to link up with a pick-me like her. But, I don't know how long this move that they made will last because Boss Mama, she's getting hip to the games. One minute later. Boss mama over here, she's getting hip to the games, okay? And she's doing a little digging of her own. You remember reporter girl, Yeju's childhood friend? Well, she confides in her auntie that when she was in high school, she was actually being bullied. And it was Yeju who was her only friend. Let's try this again. Yes, so boss mama is doing some digging of her own, right? And she meets up with her niece, who is reporter girl. You remember Yeju's friend. And she confides in her aunt that when she was getting bullied in high school, Yeju was her only friend. And so, of course, I think boss mama is starting to soften even more towards Yeju. And she's starting to see some scamming ways in Mama Evil over here. And so I hope that when she gets into the ring and really gets to it, that she doesn't disappoint us. Because so far, they are really building her character up as if she's supposed to have a lot of power and influence. And so I really hope that when she starts to throw some bows, that the punches land. You know what I mean? What do you think? I'm still invested in this show. It's really good. I can't wait. I'm especially looking forward to the two mamas going at it. And I do hope that Yeju gains some like perspective on life. And you know, the two of them are actually able to like be happy in some way. But so far, she's made a lot of progress in her steps towards revenge. And I'm like, if they're gonna have us continue watching another, I don't know, 6 more episodes, that there needs to be a lot more coming, like a real big bang. We shall see. So I'm really excited for the new episodes to air this weekend, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.